We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Tonight we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3 or 4 yard gain on first down. They move the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted, many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big-time runs, too.
Ready?
Love now to pass on first down. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Here's Love. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage here on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On now is the Packers punter. Deep to return is Darius Davis. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll run right here with Swift. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The Eagles hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they've got to be pleased with the start of this season, obviously.
Yeah, and you're talking about 3 good quality wins. It's got people in the locker room excited. Not overly so, but that quiet confidence is starting to build. They're starting to believe that this could be their year if they stay on track.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Here's 3rd and 3.
Oh, it's Silver, ready?
From the gun, it's Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. Down inside the 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Eagles put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Dances by him. There's some space here. 41 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete. Romeo Doubs, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. You look at this Eagle defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Oliver. Here's Oliver. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give right side Swift. Shoves him aside. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A handoff, Swift running to the left. Past the 20. 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point attempt to come here. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On play action. Love to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Let's go now.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Fight. 97. Set.
Love looking to throw it. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Set. Ready.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Yellow, line.
Right back to him on first down. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now 2nd and 9.
Fight. White. 6. Mega. Set, go.
Now Love. And his throw is incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
In motion left, that's Reed.
Watch it, six. Ready, ready.
On third down, Love. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't come in.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Davis now to return it. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 76 yards on the ground here for Swift. He's got a first down as well. Hurts. Man open left side is Brown. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that, Dave? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point safely through, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Down.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisive.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Here's Hurts to throw. Out to the left and complete to the tight end Bobby. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards the pickup there. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. To throw now. Here's Love. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there at 22.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
And this one is right through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Let's go.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Here we go, set. Let's go, charge. Hunt.
Final play of the half, Love. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Loose inside the 30. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Hey, easy, 63, bad.
On first down, Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On second down, Swift. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
Ready, set.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch.
Here we go.
He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Love with a pass caught by Musgrave, the tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Striker, 3-3.
Here's Love. Blitz coming, and down he goes. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Set, ready. Claws red. Drill green. Ready, ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have a Packers first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So after the big play on fourth, here's first and 10. Here's a give up the middle. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. And now they're in the hurry-up. Love wants to shift things around.
Black shot. Ready.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. From 21 yards away. And the Packers get a bit closer. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
The Packer offense and Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for 2.
Yellow. 43 rail. Blue striker. Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down at the 31.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And now a pause because we've got A.J. Brown dinged up on that last play, and they're going to have to get some medical attention to him. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the gun, here's Swift. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 109 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes, because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
That one complete down the field to Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 43 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Play fake. Here's Love. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. First down, Love to pass. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read. and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, Love once more. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Love from the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And his kick is good. And the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7.
63.
Here's Hurts to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Oh, it's Silver, ready?
Throwing is Hurts. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here's Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. Touchdown, Packers. He goes 105 yards on the kick return. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And he'll find his way in for 2, and we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Here's Oliver. Here's Oliver. And he returns this to the 22. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 39 yards there, a big one.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big 4th-quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Alpha, alpha, alpha.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Ready, break.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage. Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Red, yellow. Ready?
On 3rd down, Love. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Okay, ready?
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Red, cycle. Ready?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I want him now. They tend to leave.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Lucas Van Ness getting free there to bring him down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
He will push his way down to about the 14. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go now.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
On the ball.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15.
120 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and
for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They will run it with Swift here.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 5, but they're still left with a long 4th and goal.
Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
In prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.